One store in need of a hero. One hero in need of wage and cheesy crackers. Here comes John Anderson.
Good to see you, boss.
God, you're the best. Welcome on into Grocery Store Simulator here on Simulated Mind. I'm sorry I took a little bit of a hiatus from the game. There were just so many demos coming out as well as early access releases, and I just wanted to make sure to cover as much as I could before then jumping back into this game, as it is in 1.0. And we are still seeing some updates to the game, which is awesome. But I really need to do some work to expand this grocery store because it could be massive. Really, this game doesn't show at the very beginning what the potential is. If you look at it now, you could see, oh yeah, it's a grocery store game. We've seen these simulators before. But it's when you start growing to it at a certain extent, at a certain point, where you start seeing like how big and how much potential the game actually has and everything that you can do that really just opens up the game so much more. So I'm really looking forward to expanding and seeing where we can take this store. But with that, let's go ahead and open on up. Everything has been stocked as much as possible. Let's have you go to
Cash
checkout.
register duty? No problem.
All right. You know what? Let's keep these boxes just in case. And this is going to be a little bit of an experiment because we do have some new items. So we're going to see what the sort of demand is for them. And then from there, see about how much we actually really need. Like, I learned right off the bat that these cheese crackers go fast. At least they did. And so with that, I was like, well, let's just double it. Better safe than sorry instead of constantly trying to refill one shelf.
This is perfect.
How are you today, boss?
It'll also give us an idea, too, of pricing.
This is just what I need.
We're still playing with it a bit, though we did tweak it quite a bit already.
Costs too much
Exactly
for me.
what I need.
Costs too much for me. Okay, so there is an item that someone's complaining about. Then again, I think you're always going to get complaints.
This is just what I need.
Goodbye.
This should do.
I don't think you're ever going to avoid it. I mean, that's just like real life, so.
Just what I was after.
Now we're at 381.58. Store level. So next level 5, we need $1,250. I don't think we need to expand, honestly, with what we have thus far. I think we could still work with the space.
So expensive. Yes.
But yeah, I would like to get this up.
This is just what I need.
What are we complaining about? That is one thing that I wish we could find out what they're complaining about.
Yes.
Because sometimes they complain before they even get to an item, I've noticed, and then other times they're walking away and then they say, oh, that's too expensive. And you're like, what?
This seems expensive.
Oh, the fruit. Okay, so maybe bananas, apples, avocados. Because those haven't moved yet. So, avocado. Let's do 130. Apples. Ah, that's really not that expensive. That's not that high. Let's do 120.
This is perfect.
Let's do 99 cents.
This is just what I need.
This is perfect.
Okay.
Just what I was after.
Oops, sandstorm. Either that or we're getting hotboxed.
I need a break.
Or there's a forest fire and we need to run.
After.
This one's on my
I'll use my
list.
credit card.
Honestly, I've been in forest fires, like, around the areas of. And, man, it is a wild sight. And especially all the smoke. And if you're in the area, you're getting ash, you're going to be looking around going, wait, what? Is it snowing? What's going on? And it's like, no, that's ash. It's really a very wild experience. Oh, wow. Yeah, it's a very scary situation. And, I mean, luckily, I moved out a year before the big fires in LA.
Why is this so expensive?
But, really? Are the apples too expensive
Just
still?
these today.
But I still feel really bad for the people that got stuck in that. Alright, let's do 105.
Too expensive.
Unfortunately, you really can't get a fair amount of profit on your items. Like,
Just
you
what
really
I
are
was
getting, like,
after.
oh, maybe 20 extra cents per item and stuff. I mean, then again, we do get people
This is
constantly
perfect.
coming in and grabbing stuff. I haven't seen one single person turn away empty-handed. So, of course, per usual, flour's going quick.
Why is this so expensive?
Seems quite pricey.
That's
Huh?
too expensive.
Things are moving. I don't know what they're Yeah, I don't know. I don't get it.
Exactly what I need.
This should
Apples
do
are
it.
not moving at all. That seems silly. Alright, let's go ahead.
This one's on my list.
The change prices. Alright, let's just go for $1.
This?
Another day, huh?
I'm out.
Let's just get this over with.
This seems
Hey, no
just
complaining
these
now.
today. What I was looking for. Yes.
What's wrong with you?
Found it.
Nice.
Alright, let's go ahead and grab some produce, get some of that out.
Perfect. Just these
Exactly
today.
what I was
bit
looking for.
Why is this so
Pricey.
expensive?
Yeah, I don't know. I think they're always going to complain no matter what.
A bit much.
This is just what I need.
The amount of avocado that I consumed in California, too, is insane. Because so many places just have it. They all come from Mexico, and we just get a ton of them.
Exactly what I was
Exactly
looking
what
for.
I
And they're pretty decently priced, more or less. But yeah, every place is like, oh, we have avocado to add to that.
This should do it. Come on.
Doesn't come with
hurry up.
avocado? Now it does. Oh. Would have been nice if the dude didn't leave like that.
Why is this so
This looks
expensive?
good.
This? Bring these up. I'm out.
Wish we had more of a heads up on that.
This
This
is just
should
what
do
I
it.
need.
That's too expensive.
I'll be on my way.
You know, with so many games,
one's
so
on my
many
list.
demos, and
See you next time.
even some full releases as well, what have been some of your favorites that you've been able to
Exactly what
check
I
out
need.
recently?
Thanks.
Just these today.
But what are some games that you've been enjoying or that you're looking forward to? I'd love to hear about those in the comments.
Exactly what I need.
Oh, 47. All right, perfect.
I'll be on my
Just
way.
these, thanks.
Just these today. Thanks.
All right, there we go. All right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to upgrade the store. We'll be a little tight on money, but that's fine. Upgrade to store level 5. Nice. Wait, come here. Nope, stop.
Hello, Chief.
Yeah, you're a jerk.
Guess I'll stock.
Yeah,
Okay,
you
good.
should. Yeah, maybe you should. You're so gonna get fired. Alright, so what did we unlock now? Coconut, cucumber, grapefruit, regular crackers, dog food, energy drink large can, chicken soup cream, and chocolate chip cookies. Alright. Well, let's go ahead and fill as much as we can, and then we'll see from there what we need. I'm so glad they also throw away the boxes. That is super handy. Okay, more go out? Yeah, let's get rid of this box. Nope. We need cabbage. More cabbage. Actually, I should clear that sign before he tries filling it. There we go. Nice. He's not fast, but he does help, so can't really complain. And there we go. Yeah, I will say, I don't miss working grocery. I used to do it when I first graduated out of university. So I started off doing movie theater work, concessions and stuff. Got tired of it because I just constantly was getting mistreated. It was like, oh, we want you to be a trainer, but we're not going to pay you anymore. And we want you to have all these other responsibilities because you actually do your job, but we're not going to pay you for it. And it's like, you know what? I'm done. And then there were times where I needed off because I still did a lot of theater, even after university. And I was trying to do as much as I could in Boston. And originally they were like, oh yeah, no, we'll be flexible with you. And then they're like, oh no, we need you all the time. And it's like, this is all the times that I need off for theater. So you know what? Peace. Moving on. So dropped that job. Started working for 2 different grocery stores. The first one was okay. It was a really big chain. Just smoking a cigarette, hanging out. I didn't even know they did that on break. That's funny. But yeah, it's like, it was a nice big chain. Benefits were solid and everything. But it was one of those things, once again, where they're like, oh yeah, we'll work with your schedule and you'll have all these different opportunities. And I really wanted a role where I could cook. And they put me in prep foods and like, okay, yeah, we'll definitely give you that opportunity and to train you and stuff. I was like, great. And then they never did. And they're like, oh no, this person always cooks. You can't.
How are
And I
you
was like,
today, boss?
hey, buddy. And I was like, okay, well, that's not what I was told. And then they're like, well, tough luck, whatever. So after a while being mistreated with that too, I was like, you know what? I'm going to move on once again. Started working for another place. That went well, more or less. But then again, it's one of those things again where they're just like, they tell you one thing. Like, oh, yeah, we're very flexible. You can work days when you want. You can work nights. So I was like, okay, cool. And then I started requesting day shifts. And like, oh, no, we can't do that. And I literally called out the manager, too, because I sat down with him. Like, I want to talk to you. And I was just like, this is what was promised. And this is what's happening. And he's like, oh, yeah, I mean, I did say that. But, I mean, the situation's different now. And I'm like, okay, well, my situation's different now. I'm going to have to look for another job. So it's just, it's frustrating too, because I really worked hard at those jobs and really tried to give it my all and help people out and, offer up suggestions and stuff of ways to improve. And, they take that up and they eat it up. But then when you're requesting something, they don't care. And it's like, okay, well, I'm not going to waste any more of my time then. I mean, I need the money and the benefits and stuff, but I'll make things work. And I think people don't realize that that's an option of sometimes doing the harder route, what would be considered unsafe route or, not secure route. Some people are afraid of doing that because they've never experienced it. But it's like, for me, it's like, well, I've been there, done that, got the t-shirt, so I know I can eventually dig myself out of it. It'll be tough initially, but things will get better. They tend to always do. It's kind of like that whole thing about entropy, It's like you have total chaos at one point and then organization in another point. Like, it's kind of how it
Good
works
to see you,
out.
boss. Let's make it a great day.
Where was that positivity yesterday in the game? Jeez. Mr. I'm gonna be a jerk. I guess I'll stalk. Yeah, thanks, Eeyore. Oh, actually, let's move that there. Clear that. Okay, he's doing a pretty good job, actually. Yeah, he's getting stuff out. Okay, so we need more detergent. We need a lot more stuff, but we'll see in here. I love that they show it. This is really nice, this layout, honestly. Let's get 2 washing powder, 3 flour. Chips we're okay on. Let's get 2 oatmeal, 3 rice. Order that. I wish there was a way of getting a larger cart. This is the only game where I've seen this extreme limit of just 9. 9 boxes of things. I wonder if it does expand over time or if it stays that way. If it stays that way, oof. Okay. How do we have 118 in storage of this beer? Holy crap. I don't know how I did that. All right. Not even mad. I'm impressed. 6, 9. All right, there we go. What else do we want? We want more cabbage. More breadsticks. Oh yeah, definitely more cereal. There's gonna be so many trucks coming. Okay, there we go there. I don't know how well these are gonna sell, but we'll find out. Okay, and then one more thing. Actually, you know what? Dog food, crackers. Crackers are selling pretty well. Let's get a third one. Alright, and let's have you start emptying trucks, please. Yep, there we go. Oh, actually, I don't know if he sees the items... Nope, that's not what I wanted. I don't know if he sees the items that are on this. So I should actually get them up on something now that we have the room. Yeah, I feel like people, you know, when needed, should take the risk sometimes. I know it's easier said than done, but if you're in a toxic work environment or an environment that just doesn't work with your passions, your goals in life, it's your life in the end, not the company's life. The company, it's a sad thing to say, but the company will live on without you just fine. No matter how much work you put into it. And they know that. So, as much as it's important to have a paycheck and stuff sometimes, just like, you just gotta get out of the toxic environment so that way you have the energy to take on things like looking for another job. Because that's the thing I've seen too, is people get in that cycle where they're like, oh, you know, I want to look for a new job, but then I'm working like 12 to 16 hours a day or something crazy. And I don't have the energy. When I get home, I just want to fall asleep or, you know, watch some TV and just zone out. It's like, that's understandable. But then clearly that job is taking up more energy than it's worth in the end. That's how people get stuck in jobs that they hate, you know, for the next 10 to 20 years. You there. More cabbage. I do love the fact that they have a cart in this game. You don't really see that usually. Usually it's just like you carrying multiple boxes or going one by one. But this makes sense, because this is what you would usually see in a grocery store. That or a dolly. So that way you can dolly boxes out and then spread the boxes around where you need to unload them and, you know, get going. Crackers. Okay, well, running out of snack food areas here. Let's put those here. Be sure to clear those before I regret it later. There we go. Thank you. More chicken noodle soup. Now that's full, right? Yes, that's looking good. We want to do another row. You know, maybe I might save it for the new stuff. Let's get coconuts out, talking about new stuff. Can't remember if I've ever actually had fresh coconut or not. I want to say yes. want to say maybe I've tried cracking them open and then, you know, drinking the water and stuff, but... And trying out some of the pulp. I've had my fair share of coconut water, but it's always been bottled. It's always been bottled, so... So I'm seeing that we need another produce shelf somewhere here. Not that the truck is gonna go anywhere or anything like that, but I just want to unload it because I don't know if there's another truck following this or not. I can't remember. Because, yeah, we're gonna need to buy... Another produce shelf. Is there... Fruit rack, 175. We have just enough money. So that'll be coming in. Let's put the crackers out. There we go, that's looking good. Pop that up there. Dog food, which is brand new. I don't know how fast this will go. So, we'll see. We'll put that up there. Not the best spot, but it's a spot for right now. I'll probably put another shelf over here with actual animal food, pet food. Noodle soup. Okay. Yeah, we're running out of space here. Okay, put you there. Dog food. Let's finish filling that shelf up. Oh, and we have green apples as well. Oh boy. Okay, green apples, cool. Grapefruit. They're fine. They're fine. They're not going to bruise. What's bruising? What are you talking about? There we go. So 2 boxes to fill for the grapefruit and for the cucumbers and for the coconuts. Really, it's just the avocado and the cabbage that are kind of the odd ones out. Oh, stacking apples was another thing. Trying to get them to lay on their side like this and then stack more on top. And make it so that way they're tightly, you know, wedged together, but at the same time, you want to make sure it's kind of safe. That way it's not just going to instantly start falling as soon as people start grabbing them. Alright, so we may need some more cucumbers. I think that's really the only thing thus far. Is coconuts out? Yeah, okay. Let's grab another thing of cukes. Let's just grab 3. Grapefruit, 1. Green apple, 1. It's only $9, that's fine. What else can we get? We could get another soup. Money's tight, but might be able to pull it off. Alright. God, that bus flying in like it does. Here's John. I do love the fact, though, too, that they don't just randomly spawn in. Legit, a bus drops them off. Like, there are some really neat details in this game that you're not really going to see in a lot of different Sims, which I really do appreciate it. Like the bulk ordering, them taking a break, smoking a
Good to
cigarette,
see you,
hanging
boss.
out.
Let's make it a great day.
Like, there's just so many things. Like, it's just really, really neat. The green apples are okay. Oh, wait, do we have cucumbers here? Oh, we do. Oh, that's fine. We'll have backups. Oh, cucumbers is odd out, too. This is only a box and a half instead of 2 boxes. He's just like, ah, screw this crap. Not a place marked, I don't care. Yeah, thanks for your help, John. You at least took it off the truck. I'm proud. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna have to rework this back end. We're gonna have to add more shelves and try to move some things around. That'll come eventually, though. Yeah, actually, let's open up, right? Everything's full? Or as full as it can be?
Store is open.
Yeah, let's make some money back. Yeah, I'm gonna say that we need probably 4 to 6 more shelves. That way we can keep things as orderly as possible. Because what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to do like snack foods together, canned goods together, things like dry goods like flour, rice, and all that together, produce together. That way if I'm running to grab something, I know where to look, or at least the general area. Like I know
This one's on my
this
list.
side here, this is all beverage. So I know that at least if I'm looking for milk or beer, I can find it here. Oh, I need you.
Break. Can't wait for this shift to end.
I'm gonna, Where's the dropkick button?
Should do it.
This is perfect.
This is just what I need.
Just this today.
Just these today.
Exactly what
This
I
is
need.
just what I need.
Look at this car. Oh, you know what's funny? This is a car that's currently in Storage Hunter Simulator. You can actually unlock it as a drivable car for their summer event. Oh, that's too funny. I was like, that car looks familiar. I think it is, at least, or it's very similar. God, the full-body metal cars. Ooh, those things were tanks. Could take damage, but expensive to fix, and would really eat through gas.
Exactly what I need.
Yeah, so far, rice per usual selling well, flour as well.
Just these, thanks.
Oh, I need to change some prices.
Exactly what I need.
Just hit me. I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. Coconut, so let's go up
Yes.
to
Cost too much for me.
305.
This one's on my
This
list.
looks good.
Let's change this to
Exactly what I was looking for.
69.
This?
Just
Noise. Let's see. This is
And I'm out.
320.
That's too expensive.
Oh my
What I
goodness.
was after.
150.
Nice.
This is perfect.
You know what, let's do
Just
$1.
what I
Nice.
need.
Just these, thanks.
This looks good.
Let's try 275. See if we get lucky.
This is just what I need.
Just what I was after.
What I was after.
This, and
I'm
out.
just waiting for him
Why
to
is
book.
this
Be like,
so
well, time for me to leave.
Just what I was after.
Why is this so expensive?
Exactly what I need today.
Most things seem to be moving. There's still complaints on
Oh,
price, but
this
there's
one's
not a
on my
lot I
list.
can do, because
This one's on my list. Why the high price?
Hello.
everything
Chief.
is very affordable. But it looks like bananas is a pain point for whatever reason.
Just what on my list.
Let's see, so let's change that.
Found it.
Just what I was after.
This should do it.
59 cents, let's go
Exactly what I need. Thank you.
70 cents, I guess.
This is perfect.
Thanks.
Let's get these scanned.
There we go.
This one's on my list.
This should do it.
3 cents back.
This looks good.
See you next
I
time.
think I'll use my credit card.
Oh, you're so proud with that, too. And hey, it's actually a credit card. It's not money.
Thank you. Just
Some people will
say
say, I'll use my credit card, and they hand you cash, and it's like, yeah, okay. 72 cents.
This is perfect.
Just what I was after.
Thanks.
I think I'll use my credit card.
Yeah. Should someone tell him? Anyone want to tell him? You, sir? You, ma'am? No? Okay.
This should do it.
Thanks.
Oh, all right. So dog food's selling okay.
That's too expensive.
Oh,
Exactly
shut
what I
up.
need. Exactly what I need.
Okay, 35, 28.
Thanks.
Just these today.
This is perfect.
Yeah, people are going through the cereal really quickly. Let's see, crackers. Both crackers are selling well. Flour, rice.
Just what I was after.
This is perfect.
This one's on my list.
$5.96.
Just what I was after.
Thanks.
Just this. Thanks.
Let's see. Yep, that's right.
Just these today.
Not used to exact change sometimes. You get used to like, okay, change, and all of a sudden, like, wait a minute.
Exactly.
This is expensive.
Brain does not compute.
That's too expensive. This looks
307.
Thanks for the
Bring
quick
these up.
service.
Exactly what I need.
Exactly what I need.
good. Thanks.
Just these, thanks.
Costs too much for
Why the
me.
high price?
Yeah, I think it's been like a month or two since I last played. So this is really just jumping right back in.
Thanks for the
I
quick
think I'll
service.
use my
I'm
credit
trying to
card.
remember everything
Exactly what I
again.
need.
Exactly what I need.
Just what I was after. Thank you.
I think I'll...
$33.95. Whoop, nope,
This, I'm out.
95.
I'll be on my way.
Just this. Thanks.
That's a bit much.
Boy, we're getting a lot of people coming through here.
This, and I'm out.
No complaints though. Good money. Already over $1,000.
I think I'll use my credit card. Bye.
Bring these up.
It'd be crazy if they had a system in here where people would get declined
Just these today.
and then having to deal with that awkward moment.
Looks good.
They're just like, oh, it must be my bank, or, you know, I don't know, it worked fine yesterday or today, which a lot of times
what I
that
was
is the
after.
case, that usually it's like, oh, it does work, but then something weird happens. It's not always that they don't have money in the account, of course.
Appreciate the quick
Just
checkout.
these today.
Exactly what I need. This is perfect.
282.
Exactly what I need.
Thanks for the
Just
quick
these,
service.
thanks.
Just what I was after.
515.
Goodbye.
Yeah, I went to a gas station one time, and my card was actually having issues, and it was the guy ran the card, didn't say anything to me, just handed it back to me, and then said next, and I went, okay, well, did it go through? And I'm like trying to get him. He's like, sir, I'll take care of you, meaning the
Just
person
what I was
behind me.
after.
And I'm like, hey, did it go through? I don't want to walk out with items and, you know, be stealing it or anything like that. And he's like, no, it didn't go through.
This should
Get out
do
of
it.
here. And he's like, I don't care. I got other customers. And I'm like, dude, I'm one of those customers. Like, what are you doing?
I think I'll use my credit card.
And I figured out that the card was fine. It had an issue, had a hiccup or whatever. But the guy refused to ring it up.
Next
Just
time.
these today.
So I wanted to get some items, and I think I was getting gas at the
Exactly
same
what I
time. So I was
need.
just like
Exactly
trying to
what I
do
need.
everything in
Exactly what I
advance.
need.
Holy crap.
Exactly what I need.
Okay, we got it. Echolalia is strong in here.
I'll be on my way.
Just these, thanks.
And yeah, the guy was just so insanely rude. And this was in California. The guy was just an absolute jerk. For no
Just what I
reason.
was after.
Wasn't willing to work with me or anything, just like, nope, move along.
Just what I was after.
Bye. Let's get these scanned.
So I called him some nice choice words and left.
This,
And then I review bombed him because I was like, screw that. No one should have to go through that.
this is just what I need.
It's like I tried to find every place where that place was listed. And I wasn't the only one either.
Found it.
There were so many people that rated that place low because
Scan.
the person there was just so insanely rude to them
On my list.
for no reason.
Just these, thanks.
So don't know what was wrong with that guy,
Bye.
but he
Just these,
clearly
thanks.
had some issues,
This should do it.
and he was in the wrong business.
This one's on my list.
Wait a minute, what am I doing?
This is just what I need.
Zero change to give. What? Oh my goodness.
This
What do I get for talking?
Just these,
This
thanks.
should do it. This
Oh
should
my
do it.
goodness. Okay, hold on.
Store
This should do
is
this.
closed.
All right, we'll quickly go through these people.
Thank you. This looks good.
This one's on my list.
37.
This one's
Thank
on
you.
my
Bring
list.
these up. This one's on my list.
56. Thank you. Have a good one.
These up.
Just what I need. Exactly what I was looking for. Yes, found it.
Bye. Let's get these
Bye.
Just these, thanks.
465.
Thank you.
Just these today.
A 29.45. Thank you very much.
Bring these up.
You know, as your store can stay open 24 hours, I do wish you could change the schedule of employees. So that way you had people working nights as well. That makes sense to me. But then again, once you get self-checkout, it won't be as bad. Though maybe I should check the employee page, because maybe you can change their schedule. I actually don't know. Like, it would be nice if you could do like a gas station simulator type setup, whereas like you have people at night, people during day. Let's see, so 92 cents.
Goodbye. Just these. Thanks.
826.
I'll be on my way now.
Oof, look at that. Surprised people didn't buy the shelves. Alright, the joy of filling. Let's get on it. Oh, actually. Oh, come on. Let me check real quick. Employees. Ah, I see. There are specific people you hire for night shift as well. Oh, okay, gotcha. They'll tell you. You can also give vacation. Huh. I wonder what that does. They complain less, maybe? I don't know. Curious. You know what? Let's hire a night person as well. That'll help a lot, honestly. Signing bonus. Per shift, only 30 bucks. Like, what? Alright, cool. Daniel. John and Daniel. Here we go. So good. I'm glad that you can hire people for night as well. That's super handy. It seems like there's always going to be one person for night, one person for day when you're going through an unlocking. So that is awesome. Let's get it filled in here. Daniel, where are you? Come here, Daniel. Thought I saw a bus come up. No? No bus? Okay. One is the loneliest number. Oh, yep, that's fine. Chicken noodle's good. Grapefruit. Yeah, they sold okay. Oh, bananas finally started to sell, at least a little bit. Yeah, I'm going to have to find spots for those. We'll take an episode and definitely organize through stuff better. Okay, so we need a lot of cereal. Caster sugar, I'm sure we need. We definitely need flour. I'm sure we need oatmeal. See how well those sell. That, and then one last truck. Alright, cool. So that's all set. I don't believe we have any bills, actually. I don't remember seeing a place for paying like electricity, water, or anything like that. I don't think. Because if there is, I am way behind. I love seeing this. I love being able to see the delivery statuses and stuff like that. That's super cool. All right, you unload the truck. I'll start working out this. Well, I think things are looking pretty good. We got level 5. We were able to expand on the produce some more. Added a few new items to the floor as well. And yeah, we're getting there. We're slowly getting there. We have our day employee, but now we finally hired on a night employee. So we'll see where this takes us. But thank you very much for joining me for another grocery store simulator here on Simulated Mind. Take care of yourselves and each other. I look forward to hanging out with you in the next one.